What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is sponsored by Final Form Frieza with Missing Tail, because even evil needs product placement. So I was sitting in my bedroom last night, laying there in a chair, and I was laying in my bedroom thinking about what I was gonna make a video on today. I was cruising through my email list and I realized a trend I've been noticing recently. I know we normally focus on weight loss on this channel, but there's some people out there that are just looking to get bigger. You ever heard the term hard gainer? Not to be confused with alligator. There's drastic differences between the two. A hard gainer is somebody that cannot seem to gain weight. We all have friends like that, people we know. Extremely skinny and their weight has never changed. Freshman 15 doesn't exist. They never seem to get the Christmas fluff. So this video is for you. I started off, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a hard gainer, but I'm not a very big dude. And when it comes to gaining weight and muscle, it's a little different for everybody, and some people have it way harder than others. So today, man, I'm gonna give you guys my 5 tips to help you gain weight, put on size, build muscle, and become huge. Look at him, he's huge. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Are you guys ready? Let's do it! Yeah! So tip number 1 is gonna be the most obvious tip we're gonna have in this entire video. You think this would be common knowledge, but to a lot of people, it really isn't. So I'm gonna break it down right now. If you are having trouble gaining weight, there is only one thing responsible for that. You are not eating enough. It is literally impossible to eat over your maintenance calories for weeks on end and not gain weight. It is literally impossible due to the law of thermodynamics. You consume more calories in a day than your body needs. You have no choice but to gain weight. And one thing I notice when I'm working with clients and they're having trouble gaining weight and I have them send me their diets is that they are not eating enough at all. It's easy to think you're eating enough when you're having 5 meals a day. You're having chicken, rice, veggies, you're drinking a protein shake, training like crazy, but a lot of people grossly underestimate the amount of calories needed to actually gain real good weight. And I'm not talking the dirty bulk. Let me get a show of hands out there. How many people out there have dirty bulked? Quite a few hands. And how many people gained bad weight? You might have gained a little bit of muscle, but you gained quite a bit of fat. For me, it's the tire. My love handles get out of control when I dirty bulk. Let me get a show of hands. Who's gained weight? What I thought, there's a lot of hands. So there's a radical difference between just eating whatever and eating good foods in the right quantities. So the rest of this video, I'm really gonna show you guys tips on how to get those calories in. They're gonna be way less cumbersome and maybe some ideas that you can implement in your life that'll help you moving forward when it comes to gaining weight. So tip number 1, you need to eat more, and the rest of these tips, we're really gonna dial that in. Let's go. So tip number 2 is to understand your genetics. You're probably watching this video because you may think that you're a hard gainer or you're just starting out bulking and you're having trouble gaining weight. The number 1 tip I can give anybody, well, the number 2 tip in this video, but one thing that changed my diet life dramatically, whether that was cutting or bulking, was to know exactly what I was eating. So an app like MyFitnessPal, you download right on your phone. Hold on here. Can y'all see that? Is that visible on screen? That is the MyFitnessPal app. Basically, you can go in, you can add foods to it and see exactly what you're eating. So step 1, figure out what your macros are, right? Figure out how much you're trying to eat. Is that 400 grams of carbs a day? Is that 100 grams of fat? Is that 250 grams of protein? Whatever your macros are, you can plug them into this app and you can experiment with food. So what I always say is plan your stuff out ahead of time. The night before, you're laying in bed, you're cruising Instagram, you're cruising Facebook, you're leaving hearts on every girl's pic you're seeing. So you have time to plan your food out in here. You literally click add food, add some oatmeal in there, add some eggs, add some coconut oil, whatever, and you can see the calorie breakdown for that. And you can do that for all your meals in the day, and that way you have a rough idea the next day how you're gonna approach things. So knowledge is power, preparation in advance is key to success. Yeah, that sounded good, didn't it? So yeah, MyFitnessPal app, understand your genetics, figure out your macros. I got videos on all of it in my channel, and then invest in a food scale. Link in description if you want a really good cheap one. You can weigh out your food to make sure you're getting exactly what you need. So tip number 2, plan in advance and play around with MyFitnessPal app, because for real, it's game changer, game changer. Tip number 3 is gonna require a little bit of fridge action. And basically it boils down to having different food selections, making the optimal food selection. So it doesn't feel like you're eating more, but you're really eating more. Most people when they get into fitness, I feel like kind of get this romantic idea that all you can really eat is chicken, rice, and broccoli. But that's not the case, baby. Let me show you. Wow, this fridge is depressingly empty. I need to go shopping. So let me give you an example of a protein I would eat when I'm cutting, right? Besides chicken breast, you can have something like 99% fat-free lean ground turkey breast. So it sounds appealing, 99% fat-free, there's no fat in it, basically gonna be pure protein. You literally get 100 grams of protein in this. But for bulking, it's not really that good because you're getting your protein in, yes, but this is hard as heck to get through. There's not a lot of flavor. And for every 4 ounces, you're only getting 120 calories. So something like this, which is 93.7 lean ground beef, in my opinion, tastes 100 times better and has a whopping 170 calories per 4 ounces. Now, I am personally on a cutting phase right now, so this is all the ground beef I have. You could really get down to like 85-15 or 90-10, and those will work really well. This is all I have, so just pretend it's fattier. 200. So right there in 1 pound of meat, you just added 200 extra calories without really switching anything up, and you're getting better flavor. This thing keeps beeping. And instead of, hold up, regular chicken breast like this in the big pack, you can switch it up to chicken thighs. That's gonna have the same amount of protein, but even more fat. So it's very similar to like the lean ground turkey versus lean ground beef thing. Then another example that I see a lot is people are like, well, I'm using a lot of PB Fit powder. I'm putting it in my oatmeal, I'm putting it in my cereal, I'm putting it in whatever. But this is literally just peanut butter that's been dehydrated, so a lot of the oil's taken out of it. So instead of opting for something like this because you think it's healthier, if you're trying to add weight, peanut butter is the holy grail of mass building. 2 tablespoons has 190 calories. This is so calorically dense, it's not even funny. If you're making a shake, if you're doing anything and peanut butter can be added to it, add that peanut butter, man. You're gonna stack those calories up. There's protein in it, there's fiber, healthy fats. You're gonna be swole in no time. And even though these don't belong in the fridge, I put them here because I had this high frame the shot. Nuts, man. If you're wanting to lay around and snack and you want to get calories in, nuts, man. Same thing as peanut butter, very high calorically. You can get cool flavors like this that are gonna taste good. You can say you can munch on those, you're gonna add those calories up, because even if it takes 5,000 calories for you to gain weight, you're gonna get there, buddy. Eat them nuts. And then one other common thing I see is, the egg white's considered the healthy food, right? If you're trying to bulk, do the whole egg, man. Take the time, do the crime. Crack the egg, don't break a leg, eat it up till you're stuffed. I'm out of those. Each egg, 5 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, 70 calories. And I think eggs are great, man. Add a little sauce on there and you're golden. You could eat 10 eggs and that's 700 calories. Lots of protein, lots of fat, no carbs. You can even make your eggs and put some oatmeal in them eggs, mix them up. I've done it in previous videos, and that is another way to eat them, another way to get your calories up, baby. So tip number 3 is even just by simply changing the types of foods you're eating, you're gonna add more calories by default. And then tip number 4 is gonna be the ultimate in adding calories. Let's go. And tip number 4 is going to be use your oils smartly. I know some of you are like, I have been every 3,000 miles. Not what I'm talking about. We got 2 oils that I want to cover right here. I wish I had the other oil, but right now we only have 1 oil. Shows you the state of things around here. Right now I have extra virgin coconut oil. I prefer my coconut oil to not have access to DMs. This is a pure fat source here. You get 14 grams of fat for every 14 grams of this, which is only 1 tablespoon. That's 140 calories. The alternative to this is extra virgin olive oil. I prefer my olive oil to not stay out too late on prom night. And that's gonna be the exact same as well. 14 grams equals 14 grams of fat, 140 calories. Basically a pure fat source. A lot of people are scared of fat. We were kind of brainwashed early on in life by the food pyramids, our teachers, everything, that fat was bad for you. And now some fat is bad for you. The type of fat you're getting when you're eating fried chicken is not the best for you, but these natural fats are. So think about this, right? You're making your lean ground beef. You're already getting about 900 calories from a pound of that. You add in 4 tablespoons of this, you have an extra 500 calories. Boom! And fat actually has more calories than both protein and carbs. So what I mean by that is 1 gram of protein only has 4 calories. 1 gram of carbs only has 4 calories, but every gram of fat has 9 calories. So it can add up pretty quick. And I know we talked about these in the last tip, but like I said, don't be scared of some peanut butter, man. Don't be scared of them nuts. However you gotta do it, wherever someone's gotta smear it, you can eat it. And the same thing once again with actual nuts. Whether that's almonds, whether that's peanuts. Peanuts are cheap, man. You can get a whole container of peanuts for like $2. Still trying to figure out what these almond guys are doing with all their money. But yeah, fats are super cheap and you can really add them in anywhere, whether you put some in a shake, whether you take a spoon and just eat it by the spoonful, which I have done. I actually used to take a spoon in here when I was bulking, and a spoon in here and mix the peanut butter and the coconut oil. That's like a 300 calorie spoonful. That's really gonna add up quick. So tip number 4, utilize your fats effectively, and you can't lose, baby. You can't lose. And my final tip is don't be afraid to make a shake. There's a lot of products marketed as mass gainer shakes, but do not buy those. The carb sources are normally cheap. They got a lot of added sugar, and sugar is something if you're bulking you want to try to avoid at all costs. Sugar will cause an insulin spike and cause that huge amount of calories you're eating to be stored as fat. And we don't want it to be stored as fat. We want it evenly distributed. We want to get huge. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick shake recipe that I've used for bulking, and this is gonna be about 850 calories, and you can obviously scale any of this up and make it even bigger. And when you're drinking it, it really doesn't feel like you're getting all those calories. And like I said, you're gonna enjoy it, so let's go. Number 1, I'll put some unsweetened almond milk in here. Now this is just what I have. If I was trying to bulk, I might even just do regular milk or sweetened almond milk, but we're gonna use this as our base. A chug, 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 chug. Bingo. Step 2, we're gonna add a couple scoops of protein powder. Well, bam. Salted caramel flavor, rule 1. Love this stuff right here. Like I said, you wanna avoid protein powders that have added sugar and added fat. You're gonna get those macros from anywhere, get it for real food. Now you can use regular oatmeal if you want, but we're using these maple and brown sugar instant packets because they taste incredible, and they're gonna blend right into this and add this like cinnamon flavor to them. It's gonna be really good. And they're already all kind of broken up, so it's gonna blend real easy. With the 2 of these packets, 120 calories a piece. Get that right in there. Boom. Pack 2, boom. And then last but most certainly not least, we got our peanut butter, because what shake is complete without peanut butter. We're gonna add a lot of calories this way as well, along with a bunch of flavors. So normally I would weigh this out with a food scale, but I'm just making the video and showing you guys. So we'll just get in here. We'll say 2 servings of peanut butter is probably about that. Probably about that. Slide that right in there. Okay, nice. And then once you got all your ingredients in here, you wanna make sure they fit. And then once they're all in here, you wanna add liquid up until she's full. That way it's all gonna blend together better. You could use more milk, but that's all I had in this, or I would've added more liquid. So I always say add a little bit of liquid, then fill it up, because last thing you want is to have like this much full of liquid, and then you're trying to add everything in, it's splashing and nothing fits, and you're dumping shit out. It's just not good. Once you got your extra liquid, go ahead and screw the top on, or however your blender works. I don't know how your blender works. Put it in and blend. Yes, sir. And then once she's blended, you can open her up. Let's just take a look at this. Boom. See, everything's blended. You got yourself a nice fine liquid in there. It actually smells really good too. And you drink this, that's 850 calories. You add 2 of these to your diet every single day with simple ingredients. You're getting good nutrition here. And boom, it's about 1,700 calories. You can always add more peanut butter, add a couple more oatmeal packets, whatever you need to do to add more calories to this. And like I said, drinking it doesn't quite feel the same as eating it when it comes to calories. So you can get these in between meals, and boom, you're gonna be up to 4,000, 5,000 calories in no time. So tip number 5, don't be afraid to make a shake, baby. And that is my 5 bulking tips for hard gainers. If you want a too long didn't read version of this video, it's basically that you need to eat more, and sometimes the only real problem is that you're not being creative enough. So, like I said, with all these tips, you should be able to add a lot more calories to your diet and start gaining that good quality weight. Thank you for watching this video. Smash that thumbs up button, leave a comment below if there's a tip that you feel like I didn't cover, or something that helps you get more food in. And if you need help building your own bulking diet or cutting diet, whatever your goal may be, you want a custom meal plan, whatever, check out RemingtonJamesFitness.com. I can be your personal trainer. We can work together and make your goals a reality. And don't forget to check out FinalBossPerformance.com for the best tasting aminos on this planet. Code RJF10 saves you 10%. Also available on Amazon with free 2-day Prime shipping. You can't lose, you can't lose. Leave some suggestions for a video you would like to see in the future. And until then, guys, keep living your best lives. It's all we can do, right? Enjoy that sun if it's sunny where you're at. If it's not sunny, I do apologize. It's summer here in Ohio and I feel like a new man. How's my tan looking? Rate my caramel. That sweet, sweet caramel. On a scale of 1 to 10, how chocolatey am I looking? Because I'm feeling great and I'm feeling tasty. Walking around feeling like a snack. I'm beating women off with a 10-foot club. I'm out of here. Thank you guys as always. I will see y'all at the next video. Peace.